for tuning in this Sunday evening. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Greg, and nothing.
Kevin, thanks very much.
Much needed indeed, David. Thank you. Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. White and Levine team up in the backcourt. Markkanen and Carter are up front, and it's Valentine in at the small forward. I know you appreciate this, Greg. So much of defense now is closing out on the three-point shooting and then protecting the rim. Consequently, pull-up jump shooters are super valuable, and there are a lot of good ones in the NBA right now.
No doubt about it. And Kevin, you know, you think about a few guys. James Harden, I mean, he shoots that step-back three, but he's a guy that, because of his ability to utilize your inability to defend. That three-pointer. Kyrie, Dame Lillard, those are some guys. Chris Paul still as good as anybody in that mid-range area. C.J. McCollum. These are guys that have really feasted and carved out a nice niche for themselves in the NBA because of that ability to take and make jump shots.
And I love that list. You're right on it.
Yeah, a big part of this run here has been their ability to score from mid-range.
AI with it. White's there. Prez finds Randall. Now Barrett. New York moving it around. Right side Robinson. Pass to Harkless. 4 on the clock. Prez way outside. And again, it's the Knicks missing.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Down low. Here's Markkanen. And oh, the block shot grabs it out of the air. And Harkless with the basket on the assist by AI.
Great pass to set your man up with a high percentage look.
Pass to Levine. Carter outside. Back to Levine. Levine double teamed. Markkanen passes to White. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. And the Bulls lead by 8.
Kobe White doesn't need much time or space to get off that catch and shoot.
Here's AI. Barrett kicks to AI. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Randall.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
And we just got a second look there at the exceptional mobile one block.
The defensive awareness, the timing, when you have to face a defender that can reject you like that, it can alter your approach.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Taj Gibson's checked in for Mitchell Robinson. Bobby Portis comes in for Julius Randle. And it's Cobb in for Harkless.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
And it's helped them build an early lead. They just need to stay aggressive.
Porter trying to free himself up. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Must put a body on Portis. He loves to crash the offensive glass.
Dunn up top. 9 points last game out. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up. So Dunn will go to the free throw line. That one on Cobb. The Knicks making a switch here. Dotson's checked in. And Chicago also making a switch. Satoransky's checked in. And the 22nd pick in 2015, Bobby Portis with a nice shooting touch.
And at the same time, not afraid to mix it up, maybe to a fault. At times we've seen him get caught in the heat of the moment. You've got to channel that competitive edge and stay strong mentally. You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Dotson gets the bucket.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
The Bulls leading by 6. Sadaransky looking around. Pass to Carter. Back to Sadaransky. Over AI. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
AI outside. 1:53 left to play in the first. Lets it go with a three. And out of bounds as Chicago gains possession.
Yeah, and I think he was surprised to see that pass coming his way and just really reacted too late.
And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Bulls. 8-point game. Here's Sadaransky, and the layup's good off the glass. Sadaransky's got his second bucket tonight.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Over to the wing. Dotson kicks to AI. 1:21 left in the first quarter. Three-pointer bangs home the trifecta.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Here's Sadaransky.
A tall, strong combo guard who can shoot it as well as pass it. Sadaransky played around 30 minutes a game for the Bulls last season as he found a way to impress the team every chance they gave him.
Now the scouting report for Sadaransky is this: if he could increase his consistency, Greg, shooting the ball, his game could reach another level.
Yeah, I mean, throughout his career, the percentages have been all over the place. He's not really a volume three-point shooter. The key for Sadaransky is good shot selection and just playing under control.
Clock is at 3. Stolen by Sadaransky. Done outside. .35 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Carter. It's rebounded by New York.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Dotson. And again, New York with the triple.
Woo! He got a clean look, and he makes the defense pay for disrespecting him.
And here is Dunn. Inside, 6 to shoot. Here's Carter. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn.
What I like is when Chris Dunn keeps his poise, keeps his eyes up, good things happen.
And so it's the Chicago Bulls holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. We come. Recently, we had a chance to speak with R.J. Barrett about what.
I hate losing, but.
And a whole new group out on the floor right now for the Knicks. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group. Ari Markkanen's checked in for Wendell Carter. Valentine comes in for Thaddeus Young. Levine's checked in for Sadaransky. And it's Kobe White in for Dunn. Tipped away. Randall. And the lead is down inside single digits. Randall's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Took him a while to get going, but here in the second quarter, he's found his rhythm.
Taking a look at the Bulls, White and Levine team up in the backcourt. Markkanen is out there with Porter. And it's Valentine in at the small forward position.
And we've seen this before. Zach with the ability to put up points in bunches.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. With the stoppage last season, the Bulls still became center stage after the release of the documentary The Last Dance, which covered their 6 titles with Michael Jordan in 8 seasons. There was record viewership, including most NBA players tuning in. Dynasties like those never lose their luster. Kevin?
Well said, D.A. Thanks.
And the deep ball has come alive the last few seasons for Zach Levine. He set a Bulls record for made threes in a season last year.
And Greg, Zach Levine continues to work and improve his shot, which has been fantastic. He not only trusts his shot at this point, but feels it's a strength now. He's more willing to look for jumpers in big possessions now.
AI passes to Barrett. Now, here's AI. He's guarded by Markkanen. AI outside. New York needs to get off a shot. Robinson misses.
It's a shot you would think he would make, but he just doesn't make it all the time.
The kick out to Porter. The pass to Valentine. Bulls moving the ball around. And Levine throws it down.
A lot of guys play above the rim. Levine plays above the square box on the backboard.
Porter with the steal. In transition, here come the Bulls. It's tipped. And now Randall pushing it up, and no one back to stop him. And Randall throws it down.
And there's that transition offense. Push the ball up the floor. The defense can't get set, and you can get some easy baskets here.
White looking around. And that one is off. And New York the other way now. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
Yeah, sometimes the matchups just aren't in your favor no matter what you do. And it seems like your opponent does it better.
You know, they were reacting rather than dictating. I thought they played scared all night.
Lobs it up for Levine. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
This is why Levine's a fan favorite. Plays with an exciting, flashy style.
Randall with the bucket.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
The Bulls leading by 7. Over in the corner, White. Robinson with the block. And here's the fast break. Randall leading it all the way. Basket good. Randall's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
They're still behind, but not because of his efforts. He's been unbelievable this quarter.
Markkanen passes to Levine. He dishes it to Porter. To the inside. And White with the stuff.
There's always been a level of savvy to Porter's game. Beautiful pass.
Robinson passes to AI. Goes back up. And it's laid in by Randall. Randall's got 13 points.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Bulls making a switch here. Young's checked in. AI. Excellent D there from Markkanen.
He's doing what he can to help them cut into this lead. His shot just isn't quite there tonight.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Here's AI, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. The Knicks have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight.
And looking at last season's numbers, down below 70% as a team from the line.
No good on the second free throw.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
Markkanen in the corner. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Knicks trail by 8. Now AI. 9 points in the game so far. Passes it to Barrett. AI outside. Uses the glass to finish the layup. AI's got 8 points here in this quarter.
He's hot this quarter, getting the shots he wants, and he's delivering.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Back to Levine. Kicks to Valentine. Pass to White. Shot clock at 6. Free throw line jump shot. And shot off. And so it's Zach Levine making. Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even. For the Knicks, Bobby Portis is checked in for Robinson. AI comes in for R.J. Barrett. And it's Cobb in for Elfrid Payton. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Thaddeus Young, he's checked in for Lauri Markkanen. Otto Porter Jr. comes in for Denzel Valentine. Satoransky's checked in for Levine, and it's done in for White. Knicks trail by 10. Portis is out there with Randall. Then there's Cobb. Then it's AI, and it's Harkless in at the 3. That's the 5 for New York right now. AI passes to Portis. Good on the shot. Portis has got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Bobby Portis rolling off that pick, going downhill. Once he gets moving, it's hard to slow him down.
Here's Dunn. No good. Great D that time from Portis. Pass to AI. Back to Randall. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
And a physical presence is former Kentucky Wildcat Julius Randle. But he's got some mobility to go along with it, able to move and attack in transition.
Now here's Satoransky. He's guarded by AI. Good work there as it goes.
So reliable. They've really leaned on him at the offensive end.
You know, people have talked about Julius Randle's game. He's a power driver, isn't he, Craig? I mean, the guy just bulldozes all the way in.
I like that phrase, Kev. You know, very fluid for his size. Pretty good ball handler and passer. I think his shooting is where he's still filling in the gaps.
And Cobb gets it to go.
Nice little run here to shrink that deficit, but can they get over the hump?
This is the tricky part. Having enough left in the tank to finish the job.
Dunn looking over the floor. And he converts the layup. Dunn's got 5 points in the quarter.
Strength, focus, hard head approach. Chris Dunn powering through contact.
Trez finds Portis. Count it. Good.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And so Satoransky will bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Their next game is in Cleveland, taking on the Cavaliers. That'll be the second of this 2-game road trip. Cobb with it. 11 points in the game. A minute 20 left to play in the 3rd. That is good. And the Bulls lead is cut back down to 4 with the made basket from Portis.
Bobby Portis plays hard, gives 100%, puts himself in a position to succeed.
Cobb comes with the double team. Dunn kicks to Porter. Back to Dunn. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It's often a tough call that can go either way, but I agree with you on that one.
The Knicks making a switch here. Robinson's checked in, and a change for the Bulls. Levine's checked in for Satoransky.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And Chicago's shooting has just been outstanding tonight. 56% as a team in this game. Carter inside the 3-point line, and Harkless pulls it down.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look. Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
The Knicks have gone 5 of 7 from the free throw line in the game.
2 shots.
First free throw is good. Kobe White, he's checked in for Chris Dunn. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Outside, White. Carter kicks to White. Just 5 to shoot. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
Hate to see that. I know everyone's mind is on the play, but you've got to protect the ball.
AI up top. He's got 12. That puts them in the lead. AI's got the lead up to 1 now for the Knicks. Here's Levine. No good. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Knicks lead by 1. We've got more. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
3/10 quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the 4th. Taking a look at the Bulls. White and Levine team up in the backcourt. Otto Porter Jr. out there with Young, and it's Valentine in at the 3 spot.
One thing we knew Randall could do entering the league, finish inside through contact.
White the pass to Young. Chicago again turning it over. New York leading by 3. Cobb dishes to AI. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Free throw good, AI. And both free throws good for AI.
And they didn't shoot it very well from the line in the first half, but they've gotten much better since halftime, and it's helped them to secure the lead.
White the pass to Porter. To the middle. Here's Valentine. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
AI passes to Robinson. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Levine. And here we go. Levine heading to the hoop. Lays it in off the breakaway. Levine's got 25 points in the game.
You know, he's a triple threat in the open court. He can beat you from the inside, outside, and everything in between.
Randall slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It's going to go on Otto Porter Jr.
And I would not be surprised to see them double him up here.
And good job bringing that free throw percentage up here in the second half. Doing a great job at the line.
And Young kicks to Levine. Levine double team. Back to Young. Lobs it up for Levine. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. AI passes to Randall. Now here's Harkless. Prez finds Randall.
I mean, there's a lot of natural power to Randall's game. He's a handful in there.
That free throw good from Randall.
Yeah, and their free throw shooting has really improved here in the second half.
Markkanen, he's checked in for Chicago. He doesn't get the second one.
Still looking for improvement from the line. Randall could pick up a couple extra points a game if he did.
Harkless comes with a double team. Fires from the wing. No good off the back of the rim. The Knicks leading by 3. AI outside. And Mo Harkless, the basket on the assist by AI.
That's a well-timed, well-coordinated play. Comes right off the pick for the lay-in.
And there's the foul. It'll go on AI. That'll be his second foul of the game. Elfrid Payton, he's checked in for New York. We're in the 4th quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Valentine dishes to Young. Back to Valentine. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Randall's got 5 rebounds tonight. And a wide open look for AI. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Now here's Here's Valentine. D right on him. Markkanen with it. AI picks him up. It's Levine atop the key. High arcing shot, and he sinks the layup. Levine's got 29 in the game.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
AI passes to Randall. Good. Randall's got the lead. Back up to 8 now for the Knicks.
An even stronger second half. Tremendous efficiency at the offensive end of the floor.
White the pass to Young. Back to White. Shot clock at 5. They get it back. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Randall passes to AI. White with the double team. Here's Randall, and another assist for him.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
It'll go, and the Knicks lead is cut down now to just 8 on the basket from Levine. And here's Peyton. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. When this game is done, they'll be off to Orlando, and they'll take on the Magic. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip. Greg, you were drafted 12th overall by the New York Knicks, and then 2nd overall by the Grizzlies in the expansion draft. So you've had a very unique view of being in that position in 2 different settings.
Yeah, I mean, 2 very different cities, but really each beautiful in its own way. The New York draft, obviously coming out of college, almost like a dream come true to go and play for Pat Riley and then get the opportunity to go and be a part of a brand new team in a new country, if you will, was also a really cool experience as well.
I hope we can take a petition started by you and me to get the NBA back in Vancouver.
And Seattle, right? Let's get back.
So no problem for New York as they get the win. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew,
in Boston, New York, Dubai, and Shanghai.
I read a little something about you, that you applied to work at Concepts part-time, and now you're the creative director, so give us the background on that, how you got to where you are today.
You know, kind of having a fiction for...
and the player introductions are wrapped up. The start. Welcome, everyone, to the NBA on 2K. Hey, Dave.
Well, Kevin and guys, the NBA is a...
Thanks, David. So a look at our starters for the Knicks. It's Randall and Robinson at the 4 and the 5. R.J. Barrett is out there with Payton, and it's Harkless in at the small forward. And for the Magic, at the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Markelle Fultz out there with Evan Fournier. Making a change here. Bamba's checked in. The Knicks also changing it up. Portis, he's checked in for Julius Randle. AI comes in for Harkless. And it's Cobb in for Payton. And here's Fultz. He picked up 15 points in their last win against the Raptors in Toronto.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
Robinson finds spreads. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson.
Boy, how about the awareness from the big man? We think of Mr. Robinson as a shot blocker. What a pretty pass.
Fultz, the pass to Fournier. Shot on the wing. They get it back. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Fournier's got 5 points so far.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
AI outside. Passes to Portis. Stolen by Bamba. And now Orlando on the break. Here's Fournier. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Cobb passes to AI. It's Portis, high post. For the 3. It's hauled in by the Magic. This their first look at this year's New York squad.
And they'll be doing their best to establish superiority over this club, something they failed to do a year ago. Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip, and guys are making their shots. That's critical.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple. And the big fella, Mo Bamba, grew up not far from where you did, Shaq. If you're guiding him, how does he take that next step?
I think as a rebound and a shot blocker, he's ready-made. Offensively, still a lot of room for growth. Got to use the size. You got to find a way to get easy shot inside, and you got to get a little mean.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
6 on the shot clock. New York needs to get off a shot. Cobb, the good-looking shot from the wing.
You know, Hendricks Cobb understands how to pick his spots. You want to concede the mid-range, he will take it.
Magic leading by 15. Here's Fultz. He has 5. And the pass to Fournier. The basket good off the assist from Fultz. 12 points for Evan Fournier.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
AI with it, out guarded by Fultz. Cobb dishes to AI. Ball's knocked loose, stolen by Bamba. Here's Fournier. The fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
Well, Fournier has now turned himself to an effective scorer from any area. He's starting to catch fire.
AI, no good. This could get even more out of hand if they continue to put up points.
Wow, Kevin, what a performance we are seeing.
Fultz looking around. It's rebounded by Portis.
Well, it hasn't been the most efficient game for this guy, but their team is fortunate to still be out in front. I'll tell you, you are playing with fire anytime you leave this guy open, and they just got burned.
And here's Fournier. He brings it up for the Magic. This game coming on the heels of their win against Toronto.
Mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
I thought what really stood out was how dominant they were on the offensive end. That was about as flawless as you could hope for.
Shaq, you had some fierce rivalries with other centers, and later you formed great friendships with some of those guys. Is that something you pursued, or did it just kind of come organically?
I saw Russell and Wilt become friends off the court. I felt I should do the same thing with Alonzo Mourning and Yao Ming. Me and Zoe didn't really become friends until I got to know him. I admit I was a hypocrite, because if you know Zoe, he had the mean look on his face. I thought he was a mean guy. Then when we played together in Miami and won that championship, I realized he was a great guy. And Yao Ming, listen, he was an awesome guy. You know, it's good that, you know, two different cultures could come together for one common cause. So it's good to have friends like that.
Did Yao teach you any words, any Chinese, or did you come up with any to say, good day, my friend?
For the first 3 years, I didn't speak to Yao. And then one time I hit him with a Akeem Olajuwon move, and he's like, nice to meet you. And I was like, Yao, you speak English? He's like, yeah, Shaq, you never talked to me. True story.
That's a great story.
True story.
That's a great story. AI passes to Gibson. Ross with a steal. Here's Gordon, and it's Gordon finishing it off.
And this is where Gordon's athleticism is on full display, right at the rim, America.
AI dishes to Gibson. AI outside, gets the three-pointer to fall. AI's got 15. Well, Greg, we know what kind of energy the junior plays with on the floor. That's led to energy company Mobile One reaching out for him to be a spokesman.
And it just feels like all the Fortune 100 companies are reaching out to Junior. This guy's destined for greatness, and the offers are just rolling in.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Fournier passes to Gordon. Amba kicks to Fournier.
This guy's more than capable as a ball handler. Fournier, clever, navigating his way around the defense.
And so it's Orlando taking a 19-point lead into the break. Earlier on, we ran into Bobby Portis to explain the origin of...
You know, I think the underdog story, started when I was a kid.
And Greg, playing with a chip on his shoulder, has served Portis well.
Some guys try to block out the haters. Portis uses it as fuel to keep achieving more.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a very convincing performance from the Magic so far.
The offense firing on all cylinders. They dominated that first period.
That's exactly the start you want. You take complete command. Now you've got to maintain that focus.
Gordon and Bamba, the combo inside. Michael Carter-Williams is out there with Terrence Ross. And it's Fournier in at the 3 spot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. Last season, during the hiatus, the Knicks did a retrospective of Linsanity. You remember that stretch in 2012. Jeremy Lin took the league by storm. He said he was floored to be recognized in such a fashion. For New Yorkers who are going through so much, it was a chance to reminisce about some pleasant surprises. Guys?
Great, David. Thank you. Jack, you stayed at LSU 3 years, played 3 years of college basketball, but went back and completed your degree, which was terrific. Then you pursued training and degrees in other fields. What draws you so much to continuing education?
You know, you always want to keep improving yourself. You know, I owed it to myself and my family to complete my degree. You know, I'm famous for saying I got 4 degrees. Would you like to know?
Yes.
Bachelor's, master's, doctorate, and street.
What's the most valuable of those?
Street.
Yes. And that one's good. AI.
Crazy to think just how recently Junior took up basketball. We know he's a raw talent and was a football player back in high school. That's one reason why the upside is so high on him.
You know, Greg, you think of guys like Duncan and Embiid, the Dream. They all started playing basketball late as well, and Junior could follow their path.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Here's AI, and again for 3. buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Pass to Ross. A second chance effort, and the layup is good. Ross has got 4 this quarter.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
AI passes to Dotson. Back to AI. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. AI's got 32 points.
Boy, as we reach the latter stages, he's been in a ridiculous groove. They simply can't get over the hump.
Now a timeout called by Orlando.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
Well, this is a...
To the paint, the dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It goes on Mohamed Bamba. For New York, they have shot just 1 free throw earlier, 1 for 1 in the game. Orlando leading by 18. Now here's Fultz. He's got 10. Pass to Gordon. Over Cobb. He doesn't hit that one. Now the Knicks take it the other way. Here's AI. Tries again. Dotson can't hit.
Got to credit the defense. They found a way to stop him, and that's never an easy task.
The offensive rebound. Gordon. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
Good anticipation from Gordon. He knows how to position himself on the offensive end when shots go up.
Always adding some levity to the mix. Shaquille O'Neal, thank you for stopping by. That headset is available for you whenever you want.
Devin, I just want to say thank you very much. It's been great. Greg, you know I love you.
I love you too. I'm the big Aristotle.
I'm at a loss for words. I hate that.
No, that's okay, Shaq.
No, I just hate that.
Right.
I hate that I have to leave right now.
Give me a tissue. Give me a tissue. It's okay, big fella. It's okay.
I don't want to go back upstairs with Ernie and Kenny.
Oh, well, yeah,
I want to stay here with you guys.
Give me a tissue.
Thanks.
You know, Greg, there are good players, and there are great players, and there are superstars. And then there's Shaq.
Yeah, I mean, he once said he'd like to be known as the big Aristotle. Because Aristotle said, excellence is not a singular act, it's a habit. You are what you repeatedly do. Well, Shaq's lived by that on and off the court.
Well, the athleticism of Aaron Gordon is always a problem, but in particular, off the drive, my goodness.
He's off on the second.
Well, you can't help but think of the dunk contest robbery with Aaron Gordon. Didn't receive max points on some of his dunks that clearly deserved it. Said he's done with the event after the last go, and I can't say I blame him.
To the middle, here's Fournier. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Well, Markelle Fultz continues to develop his floor awareness. Passes like that will create all kinds of chemistry.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game. Here's AI. Gibson. It's good on the putback.
Well, Taj Gibson has built his NBA game on his ability to rebound the basketball consistently. What a great nose for it he has.
Now, here's Fournier. He's guarded closely. In the corner, it's Gordon. Here's Bamba, and there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time. Bamba's got his second bucket. Here's AI. So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. It's the Met. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here. Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Vucevic checked in for Aaron Gordon. Ross comes in for Jonathan Isaac. Carter Williams, he's checked in for Fournier. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Markelle Fultz. And AI gets it to go.
Boy, major defensive lapse on that trip, leaving him all alone in three-point territory, and he drills it.
Setting the floor for the Knicks. They've got Cobb. Portis is out there with Taj Gibson. Then it's AI. And it's Dotson in at the 3 slot. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him. That'll put Michael Carter-Williams on the line. Taj Gibson picks one up. Greg, you were a physical, defensive-minded player. What are your thoughts on how closely the game is called now, as opposed to when you played?
It is, Kevin, and yeah, some people like the physicality of the era I played in, but, you know, I like the beauty of the game with the spacing and the freedom of movement, and I think that's one reason why you see so much switching. It's hard to fight through screens without fouling, and ball handlers have become experts at drawing contact, even if it's, you know, incidental, and I think that's just an area where the game has changed so much that ability to play in space is so vital.
Yeah, great anticipation of where the open man was going to be, and Terrence Ross finds him immediately. That's really pretty.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Here's Vucevic. The basket is good. The assist from Augustine. Augustine's got 3 assists tonight.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Here's AI. New York, no good that time either.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
They've been looking out of sorts in the last few possessions.
And this is when you need to be patient. Find a high percentage shot and have some floor balance.
New York calls timeout.
Yeah, he needs to tell his guys to just box out with some energy. That's basic basketball. They've been lazy on the backboard and have allowed way too many second chance points.
Aaron Gordon is checking in for the Magic. From deep. And AI with the basket on the assist by Cobb. AI's got 38 points.
Yeah, in the first half, he was unstoppable from deep. Now, 2 more since the break.
Augustine, that's good.
Really impressive from DJ Augustine right there. This guy is so smart and figures out ways to score.
AI outside. Shoots over Carter Williams. Out to AI. The 3 ball. It's hauled in by Gordon. Gordon's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Out of bounds, New York takes possession.
Boy, not sure what happened on that one. Just an unforced error.
And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the mobile 1 block.
Emphatic with the rejection. You've got to appreciate that kind of forceful defense.
AI outside. A 3-pointer off the mark.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat. And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Knicks shooting 39% from the floor. Not their best. Here's AI. New York, no good that time either.
But I love the determination, guys. It's simply not there for him right now.
And Augustine kicks to Ross. Pocket 6. Misses off the right iron. The Knicks shooting terrible so far in the second half. Down around 26%. Here's AI. Good! Another from 3.
And what a fireworks display he's shown us tonight. Just keeps knocking them down from deep.
Craig, he has just exploded from beyond the arc. That last make tying him for second in most threes in a game. Gibson with the steal. The 3. Connects again from distance.
And of course it falls for him. That three pushes him into the history books.
Well, he is now tied for the most threes in a game. This is a night we will never forget. Count the basket. Carter Williams has got 15.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Count it. He has 6.
I'll tell you, the next step for Mo Bamba will be more muscle, but he finishes through contact right there.
Here's AI. That 3 off target had some space there after the little pump fake. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. He's made 3 of his 4 free throw attempts in the game. And he knocks down the first one. Markel Fultz has checked in for Augustine. Carter Williams hits them both. And so here is New York. Here's AI. And again, it's the Knicks missing.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
No good from Ross.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
Cobb dishes to AI. Here's Dotson. New York calls timeout.
And no doubt, coach wants them to shore up their interior defense.
I think right now they're giving up way too many easy looks. That is a recipe for disaster.
"17 seconds left in the third. AI can't hit. And now the fast break. Ross with the ball. Here's Bamba, and 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And the foul goes against New York.
Well, let's remember, Mo Bamba is 7 feet tall. He is a challenge for the defense to get a good contest.
He hits the second from the line. 5 seconds left to play in the third. Gets it off, and he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Orlando Magic, able to put on a show for the ages. They've had active hands and have forced a lot of turnovers in this one. Right back after this break. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this way?
How about the secondary playmaking you are getting? Great to have that from the shooting guard spot.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Ennis out there with Aminu. Then it's Markel Fultz. And it's a one-do in at the shooting guard position. That's is out there for Orlando. Here's AI. They get it again. Launches a 3. And again for 3.
Unbelievable. Gets the record with a beautiful 3.
A new single game record, GA, in a night that everyone will remember for the rest of their lives.
And the only thing that can slow down his three-point onslaught, maybe a break in play.
Well, this crowd can do nothing but watch in awe, GA. He has been spectacular.
Almost unfathomable.
Dotson the pass to AI. From outside the arc, and another one falls.
My goodness, 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. Augustine with it. You know, Doris, I've heard some experts say, you look at the 6 six-foul limit, the NBA is basically the only sports that takes stars off the floor. Doris, what would you think if they just tacked on an extra free throw instead?
Kevin, I absolutely hate the idea. The best defensive teams at any level of basketball guard at a high level without fouling. There's the drama aspect of a player being in foul trouble, either at the start of the game or down the stretch. It has an impact on strategy. It's something that I'm a traditionalist on. I think the six-foul rule should remain in the game.
And here's Aminu. He brings it up for the Orlando Magic. Now here's Carter Williams. Ellington defending, tips it, and it's put back in by Vucevic. Vucevic has got 26 points.
How about those instincts from the 7-footer? Vucevic uses that size to snag offensive rebounds.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Orlando.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And so with this, they'll end up with their second win on the year.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Evan Fournier.
Boy, whatever was needed, he provided it. He was the jack of all trades. Big bucket on one end, big defensive play on the other. I thought his influence was felt all over the floor.
AI outside, passes it to Knox, and the layup falls.
Well, a smart player understands how to get separation, and Kevin Knox, playing in the pick and roll, knows how to do it.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Now here's Carter Williams. He's guarded by AI. Yep, that one goes in there.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
In the corner, it's Ellington. AI outside. And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long.